What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. So, a report comes out that I've been right about Sean Payton. Sean Payton sabotaged Russell Wilson before the damn season started. He'd been wanting to put Stidham in there from the beginning, but he had to play the long game. But management told him that, look, if we'll do it like a college system. If he doesn't do what he's supposed to do this year, we can move on from him. At a certain point, we'll have some dead cap, but you'll be able to get who you want. So basically, Sean Payton sabotaged this man, Russell Wilson, allegedly before the season started. And this is a report that came out where he was bragging about Stidham and all. I don't see what everybody sees in Jarrett Stidham. He is not good. Like, if you don't have a team around him, he's not going to suffice. He can't carry a team. And it so happens they won that game when they benched Russell Wilson, right? Give me a break. Sean Payton sabotaged that man. If you didn't want Russell Wilson, you should have said you didn't want Russell Wilson, and you should have told Denver management that so they could have traded him before the season. But no, I know what you did. You wanted him to look good, but not too good to the point that you wanted to keep him. You wanted him to do okay so you could be able to make him a tradable piece. Or trade valuable piece, both the same. So I already know what you did. I mean, you're not slick at all. Like, we've seen what you've done. So Sean Payton from the beginning gave this man a bad start. And like I said, hey, if you didn't like Russ, cool. But don't tell me Russ was the reason. Russ was not the reason the Broncos sucked the past 2 seasons. The Broncos sucked the past 2 seasons because their talent wasn't that good. And whoever the general manager was brought in some not so good talent. Jordan Judy has turned out to be a bust. Sutton was balling out. You got to remember, last year Sutton wasn't around. I think Sutton got hurt or something for the year. One of those receivers got hurt for the year. So that's the point. Sean Payton is a conniving scumbag, and he's always been a scumbag. He's always done this to people. He tries to put this fake facade out there. Then he was talking all this trash, and then he did an interview talking about Stidham. Like, man, I really like Stidham. I think Stidham could be something one day. That's that genius. That's a false genius. Him and Kyle Shanahan have that same issue. They think they could just make a quarterback into like the best quarterback of all time. Your quarterback, Stidham, is a game manager. That's all he is. He's not a game changer. He's a game manager. He could be the best manager at Best Buy. But because he wants to prove his genius, he knows that he'll get more credit coaching a Stidham over a Russell Wilson. He knows this. So that's why he's doing it. I'm going to put the phone down. I'm finna eat, y'all. But that's the reason why he's doing it. So he can prove his genius. Sean Payton's got to be the smartest person in the room, or he's just not going to be in the room. He never liked Russ from the beginning. He was dissing Russ from the beginning. Russell Wilson did nothing but show this man love and respect. That's it. Did everything that was asked of him and more. And you know what he got? A F you. A big F you. This is why you need to be yourself regardless. Me, I'm myself. I don't give a damn. I'm going to go out being a man. I'm not going to bow to nobody, and I'm not going to kiss nobody's ass to get money. At all. I'm going to make the videos that I want to make. And if they do well, cool. If they don't, they don't. My job is to deliver information that I believe is very key. And this was very key. This was very, very key. Because it shows you that Sean Payton from the beginning was full of shit. And see, watch what happens next year. Going into the season or off season, Sean Payton's going to be nice to reporters. He's going to be bragging about Stidham or whatever quarterback he gets next. Right? That's what he's going to do. That is what he's going to do. He's going to basically say, oh, this guy Stidham or whoever quarterback is, they look good and we're going to be so much better than last year. He's going to throw shots at Russ. Watch what I tell you, he is. You see, the Denver Broncos didn't know they were going to take that much of backlash. But two former players, Kareem Jackson and another guy on the team, agreed with Ryan Clark, saying that Sean Payton has been acting like a thug. He has been. They act like thugs all the time, but want to label us thugs. Want to label us thugs, want to hate us for what they made us into by this system they created. But they don't want to take ownership in that. They want to just blame the whole black race when you assholes put us in the system for us to be the way we are. Problem is that people want to always blame somebody instead of just saying, yo, well, this probably just wasn't a good situation. Everybody blamed Dak. It's Dak's fault, right? When Dak leaves, you had the nerve of somebody to say Tony Romo was better. I said, dude, Dak has won more playoff games than Dak has gotten your team to the playoffs more than Tony Romo. He has your team in contention to go to the Super Bowl every year. Tony Romo is having 8-8 seasons, barely staying healthy. Everybody know the problem's Jerry, but he's the owner. So what they do in the media, they blame Dak, they blame McCarthy, they blame all these people. Jerry Jones he's finna bring both of them back. Cowboy fans are going to be back rooting for this sorry-ass team again. They're going to play a sorry-ass schedule. Then what? Now, the Broncos are most likely going to release Russell Wilson, which is going to before June or July, one of them months. If they do it before the 1st, they'll only have 35 mil in dead cap space, which is dumb. I would have tried to work it out with Russell Wilson, but like I said, these owners and all these people are dumb. They don't care about that. They want the bottom line to be this. They want Sean Payton to get them back to the playoffs. That's what they want. That's what they want. That's what they're going to try to do. Sean Payton is a piece of shit, and it showed. And I'm glad he got exposed. Christian talked about this. Shout out to Christian. He talked about this. Christian said this from the beginning, like, man, Sean Payton rubbed a lot of players the wrong way, especially down in New Orleans. And when he made that comment about Russell Wilson kissing babies and all of this, it's like, dude, Drew Brees kissed babies. Like, you were upset because you never wanted Russ. You didn't like Russ. You took the job so you could try to see if you could change Russ, but then you saw Stidham was out there, and you're like, he could be like Mike Taysom Hill. See, Sean Payton thinks he's smart, but he's not. He's dumb as hell. You're going to try to do a Stidham that you did with Taysom Hill, and when it blows up in your face in camp, you're going to be forced to play the other quarterback with whoever you put on the roster. You did the same thing with Jameis and Taysom Hill. You were doing everything to sabotage Jameis, and Jameis still balled out because he's a game manager. He was a game manager at Florida State. But see, nobody watched Florida State, so they think, because he's black, he's able to do. No. Jameis is athletic. He could run, but he's a pocket passer. See, that's what I'm saying. RG3 said it best yesterday to Jay Gruden. You weren't prepared. You're saying I wasn't. You weren't. You told me to my face, you don't know how to handle a quarterback who could throw and run. That's bullshit. We've seen quarterbacks like Steve Young. Joe Montana used to run. So we've seen it, but when it's the white guy, you know how to use them. You know how to do things for them. But if it's a Michael Vick or Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson, they're just fast. They don't have the accuracy. It's always that bullshit. Now it's like they want Lamar Jackson to lose this weekend. They're doing everything in their power to try to tear this man's legacy down. And this man has done more in his early part of his career than Peyton Manning and a lot of these other great quarterbacks. And y'all don't want to give him credit. Russell Wilson is a Super Bowl champion. I don't care, they had the Legion of Boom, but if he didn't make the throws that were necessary, Legion of Boom would have been able to do what they had to do, because they would have been on the field every play. As much as I don't like Trent Dilfer was a solid game manager. Shannon Sharp was very key for them to be successful. Shannon Sharp would get them the yards, he would get them a touchdown, or he would do whatever it takes to move the chains to help that defense get rest. So when it was time to come on the field, the defense did their job. It's just that team was like 90% defense, 10% offense. That's how it was for that team. New York Giants, they were like 30% offense, 70% defense. Or I could say 60% defense. Yeah, they were 60% because Eli made some throws. So that's what I'm saying. Like, Sean Payton is blaming one guy. Russell Wilson is not the guy who's going to get into it with anybody. He's not. Russell is very soft-spoken. He's very mannerable. Like, that's just who he is. You know, I just don't understand. You know, people hate Russell Wilson. It's like, dude, Russell Wilson is, you know, I don't care how he is off the field, but on the field, the guy's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy who's being used by a woman who wants attention. Now she sees that nobody give a damn about her, and she's really taking more heat on the way how she's treating Russ. Now she had another kid with him and shit. Like, nobody knows who you are. You got relevant again because of your husband, but yet you parade around here acting like a little S-bag. Twerking on the damn vehicle. Man, look. I told a woman straight up, look, man, if you gotta be twerking and all that, you need to go find another guy. I'm good. You know, I am good. I don't need that bullshit. But like I said, man, Sean Payton from the beginning sabotaged Russ. Very smart on his end, because now he can go get the quarterback or work with the quarterback he wants to. Like to tell you guys, I was right. Told y'all he sabotaged me. So I'ma holler at you boys. Probably go live tonight. I don't know what we're gonna talk about, but I'll find something. Thank y'all for listening. I'm out. Deezy.